A moment of silence for the Indians. We got kicked out of the playoffs. I'm gonna try and keep my composure during this meeting. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't send flowers to somebody.
I thought it was gonna be for Brian Hoyer. Him too.
Okay, motion to approve the minutes of the September 16th meeting and the special meeting of October 3rd.
So moved.
Second.
And I'll vote yes. Communications, Dolly?
From Burnham and Flowers, we got this communication that, again, it's all the new health regulations. We need to sign on with Burnham and Flowers, since they're the main representative of all of our insurances here, as a business associate.
This is a contract.
Yeah. So I think we need to do this. I'll go ahead and sign it, but just so that you guys know,
Okay.
we have to do this.
Do we need to make a motion to sign?
I don't think
Since
so.
we've already agreed to
No,
it?
right. We've been with them. It's just setting regulations to paper, I think, is the whole thing.
What trees did?
Yeah, right. Okay, in balancing our bank statements for last month, I noticed we had a service charge on our sweep account. I've never had that before. So I contacted Bobby Harding at the bank, and she said the bank has done away with the service charge waiver on the sweep accounts. Now, that's where most of our money goes every day, in and out, in and out. So the service charge was more than we got in interest last month. So we're losing ground. So what she recommended that we do is close the sweep account, move that money into the money market account that we have, and then put some more in the checking, because when they're doing the sweep account, they're only keeping $25,000 in there a day. And that could be gone, you know. So when I write checks, I get an up-to-date checking account balance, I know, even though the checks haven't even been sent out yet. So I can move money then from the money market into the checking account, but I think we need to leave a little more than 25,000 in there at a time. But at any rate, she was saying, close the sweep account, move it to the money market account, then put into the checking account what we want. We can make 6 transfers a month from money market to checking without a service fee. She's waived all that. Also, she recommended that we put on a overdraft protection in case, I don't know, I would become disabled or something and wouldn't know that we didn't have the money in there to cover the checks. It will go across with no service fee. Again, you're allowed 6 of those a month, she said. I don't think we have much choice but to do this. There's the state, the Star Ohio, that the state treasurer has in there. You have to have a minimum balance in there and never go under $500,000. And they're only paying like maybe 0.1%.
We should do that for my
More.
personal accounts.
More than the banks are. I mean, it's not like they're paying a lot of interest either. And again, you have to keep track and keep making your transfers. Now, in those transfers, well, we couldn't do that because we don't have that kind of money. It's a moot point for us. So if you guys want to do that with Farmers Bank, I mean, we don't really have anything else to use. Oh, and another thing, we just got the OTA newsletter flash thing over the weekend, and they were talking about the sweep account
and the CPIM training.
Yeah, and also the money market. So I looked it up in the Ohio Revised Code, and as long as your money market account isn't using front loaded mutual funds, you don't have to go for the CPIM training. So I sent Bobby an email today and said, is this what we're using? And she said, no, no, no. That this is called a money market. It's not using any kind of mutual funds at all. It's all FDIC protected, but it's just like an old-fashioned savings account, but we can transfer it over at any time. So, no more CPIM training.
That's great.
That'll free up
This
some
means
time.
more work for you.
Yeah, it does. And it's okay. I mean, we've got to do what we can do. The only other thing that I was thinking about today is on these bequest funds. And their money's in this as well. And I mean, there's at least 2 of those bequest funds that are getting a penny a month interest. Now, we cannot possibly operate those grave sites on 12 cents a year.
Mm-mm.
Pay cut?
You were talking to
And-
Rick.
They don't even pay for the flowers.
Oh,
I would do
no.
them for free if it's taken out of that, but
Right,
they don't
no,
even pay for the flowers.
no. And, you
Maybe
know,
one miracle.
yeah, CDs are not paying well
Plus the
either.
money's tied up and you can't
Right.
access it in case you have a problem, so.
Right, the
that's-
only thing that we could do, you know, is I can keep an eye on the CDs. The mutual fund is paying more than CDs are. And to tie them up even for 5 years, do you want to do that?
Mhm.
You know, to make 0.5%.
Well, even on the money market thing, we've only, I mean, as long as it's been invested, we've only made, what, a little over $1,000?
Oh, not even that.
It's, I thought it was right at,
Oh, is
it's
it?
like two,
Okay.
just right over $1,000.
Okay,
And it's been in there for what, 2 years?
right,
So we go to the money market account and we'll see there's a choice.
right. So if it's okay with you guys, that's what we'll do, and I'll have you,
So without the sweep
Everything.
account, with the money market, everything being in the money market, we're still gonna have the checking account and the money market account.
that's it.
So there'll be no more the sweeping the money in and sweeping the money out. There'll just be a little bit of percentage based on whatever money's in the money market account.
Right, because the checking account pays no interest.
Right.
I'm good with it.
I think our hands are tied. I think
Yeah,
we have to.
yeah, and I appreciate that she is willing to try to work with us, but I mean, it's nothing that she can do either. And there's no other banks out there that are any better
Right.
at all. So,
Well, even at this point, just doing it for right now, and if something better comes up, we can
Yeah.
always
Right,
change
yeah.
later.
right, absolutely.
But if we're gonna start losing money staying in
Well-
the sweep account, that's kinda
Yeah,
defeating the purpose
Yeah,
of even
we
doing
don't need
anything.
that.
right, right. Okay, somebody want to make a motion to that
I'll
effect?
make that a motion to that effect.
Whatever it
And
Yeah,
I'll
well-
Could you make sure you
second
write that down verbatim?
Jason babbled something to that effect.
And I'll vote yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jody, to go into that.
That's okay.
now. Okay.
No, that's good.
Okay, that is all I have.
Okay. Motion to approve the September financial reports.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
No, vote yes.
It's your turn.
Records disposal, all transient, general, and routine correspondence and draft minutes per the provisions of the retention period have been disposed. Okay, Summit Resources, you are front of the line.
Yep. Matt Richardson again, been here before. I received from our council, Porter Wright, about 4:30 or 4:45. Last minute changes. Your attorney, John
Hey, no.
Hano, I never could figure out how to pronounce that, communicated directly with our attorney, Porter Wright, and they have come up with modifications to the document. I'm okay with this document, Clayton's okay with it. Mark Hall verbally told me, who was my project manager, verbally told me that he was okay with the language. But technically, Sunoco won't see it until tomorrow. I am asking the trustees to go ahead and approve the language lays before you. I will immediately transmit this document first thing tomorrow morning to Sunoco for their official approval. And I see no reason why, at this point in time, why they will not approve it. After, assuming you approve this, after, the process after that, from our standpoint, is, and we've already ordered the plat, so, you know, it's getting here as fast as we can. Once the document is approved, then I submit the paperwork, which is another process that we have to go through to obtain the check from corporate. The check, and that could be a week to 10 days. Just because it's a process. And the check will arrive in our office in Austintown. The plat will surely be there by then. And at that point in time, we'll bring the original documents to you, the plat and the check, and exchange final signatures and the money. If that's okay with you.
I don't have a
I
problem
don't have a
with
problem
that.
with that.
That's good.
Okay, so we need a motion to generally approve the agreement as to form, subject to the following original signatures from Sunoco, plat that is mutually accepted by the trustees, and a check for the consideration in the amount of $66,559.50.
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
And
I'll make a copy of this.
that's okay, I got this one now, I'm good.
Oh, but do you need this?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I'll vote yes. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Like I said, I apologize for the delay here. It was kind of last minute. But we have to run everything through legal counsel and then it makes everybody happy, so.
There is no problem on our end.
No, good.
I knew we were pushing the timeline. You know?
And in the event that,
Right.
again, like we said before, in the event that time becomes an issue, we can't do it at a regular meeting, we'll just give us a call, we'll set something up and do a special meeting and it won't be a problem, we'll get
That was
everything
my
all
next
taken care of.
question, okay.
Because you'll need to bring your notary, right?
We'll have to have a notary
Yes.
present.
Yes. That'll be your responsibility to bring that, okay?
Yeah, we'll
Okay, we don't have
figure
a
that
notary.
out.
We don't have a notary in the crowd, so.
Right, and we have very few Ohio notaries, but we'll get
Okay.
one.
We can find one for hire, I'm sure.
There you go, there you go, that sounds good. Okay, so at this point, I think we're go ahead and looking forward to doing business.
Okay, thank you much.
Okay. If you fellows want to be excused for the rest of our meeting, you're more than welcome to make a quick exit.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Talk to
Be in
you.
touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
2014 Dodge Township truck. Talked to Brad Myers today. He wasn't able to get with me for any numbers right now, but some of the things that I was looking at, some of the upgrades that I think maybe we need to discuss as far as considering. The dump body floor going from the cross member to the flat bottom floor sticker. It looks to me like it's gonna be a little bit more when it comes to longevity. There's a lot of benefit to having the smooth bottom floor, and they have one there to look at. And if you guys get a chance, go down, take a look at it. It's pretty cool, but I think it's something we need to consider even looking at. You saw it.
Goshen, that's what Goshen has, got the steel bottom and then but it's flat. It drops the height of the bed by about 3 inches, so it's a lot easier reaching in and grabbing stuff. Plus there's nothing under there for crap to hang on to.
Mhm.
Much
Well-
better in their beds. I don't know, they've had their truck for at least 2 years,
Yeah.
about 3, and looks the same.
But the other thing that Brad was showing me too is the difference with that, with the getting as far as more, the lowering the center of gravity was the telescoping
Yeah,
hoist compared to the scissor hoist.
Right.
The specs read for the scissor hoist. He told me it was a swap, personal preference, so we could go either way, whichever way we wanted to go.
yeah, I told them to go with the
The
telescope.
telescopic. And, excuse me, also he said that light packages anywhere from $200 to $1,000, 360-degree visibility is gonna be very important. I think something we need to look at. He's gonna get those prices to us too, so
And
we
then
can
he's
do
gonna
that.
price them out also with the amber lights for caution, and then also a set of emergency lights if we need that truck for fire, if I'm going directly to the scene, I can use that truck for that use too.
Okay, well, I was kind of surprised, I didn't realize that the dump bed came full form, and then when you picked the light package, they cut everything out to
Yeah, they
spec.
cut
I
it
thought
in
that was pretty neat.
And then,
Is there anything else on the truck or anything
we're
that you
gonna
can
put
think of?
I asked them to give me a price for, one of them small winches like I have on the bulkhead of my truck now. It's a $99 winch, but, have them build it into the bulkhead so it looks a little nicer and more weather resistant. Cause that's it's been very handy since I put it on my truck, or the old truck. My truck.
I was gonna say your truck.
Whatever.
The truck, the truck.
The truck,
Kevin's toy.
Yeah.
Did you say telescoping hoist?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a for sure then?
Yeah.
Okay. And he said he wasn't sure, he wanted to quote the right price, but when we talked about before, he's saying anywhere between $1,200 and $1,500 for the difference for the dump body floor to go cross memberless.
Yeah, he didn't give me a price on that, but I told him,
He's looking, he said he
Yeah,
called
he-
me
he
right before
told
the
me that.
meeting and said that nobody got back with him today, but he's hoping to have the prices by tomorrow. Anything else? Everything else looks like it's gonna be what it needs to be?
yeah.
Yeah.
I went down there a couple days after our last meeting and went over those things and there would be man, I can't remember on him. I think we added a hitch plate too, that wasn't in his specs. A rear
No,
hitch
no,
plate.
well,
Or was that
right,
from the quality? I got them all confused. One of them had the hitch plate
All right.
priced out and one didn't.
okay. Actually, let's
But
see.
we will put the vibrating plate, which was an option on Myers,
Okay, so we also need to add the vibrator,
Yeah.
the vibrator kit,
which is $550.
$525 this
Do you have
says.
that spreadsheet I made up?
$525 this
Yeah.
says.
What was
And
the other option under?
the
Myers?
rear hitch plate was $550, and
That's
that's
an
also an
option.
option.
Yeah, so Myers didn't have that in there.
Right, so we need to add,
That's just a Reese receiver and trailer hitch.
okay, that's to add the hitch plate,
Boy, we're getting close here.
We're about 2,000,
and
2,500 bucks.
we
Yeah,
need to
it comes to
add,
about $2,500 left over
With the,
with all the options,
with
yeah.
the winch and everything,
Yeah.
Kev?
Yeah, we did the math.
Okay.
Left about 2,500 left.
okay, so do you guys wanna wait and do this all as one change order with
Yeah,
everything
That way
that,
we get the final price from Myers.
yeah.
and then it'll all be on one
Yeah, 'cause
instead
he
of a
said he
couple
was gonna
different
try to
change
get that
orders?
bed ordered as soon as, you know.
Well, he said he was
everything's
gonna hold off and wait till we got prices and decided what we wanted, so
Oh, okay.
just
But-
wanna,
But if he
We'll
needs
do
to
it.
order the bed, I'm in agreement if that's the pricing.
right, but but with the dump body floor, we don't have any price on it. If it's, we need to have specific prices before we can just say, yeah, it is, to make sure we're in the scope of where we need to be.
Yeah.
Well, if it's between 12 and 1,500, I think we're okay.
And so you did the math on that to make sure it's, so I
Yeah.
wasn't adding as we went?
Well, I just did $1,000 and $1,500 is 2,500 bucks.
Yeah,
And then how about the
light
the
package.
lighting,
The lighting was, if we went 1,000, we're at 3,500, and we have 3,600
And
extra.
the winch?
That's 3,600.
That's, okay, so in 1,000, that's the high end,
That's on the high end.
that's on the high
That's
end.
where we're at. We had about 3,600 left
Okay.
over, right?
Okay, okay, so we should be
See,
good.
you messed up and told me how much I had to spend.
Won't happen again. Okay, so we should be good there, but we're gonna
Because
do
we
that all
gotta
in
get
one.
it lettered too.
I do really good with crayons.
Because the telescoping hoist you said was
Swap,
that's a,
that's
yeah.
gonna, yeah, that was just a
Okay.
preference.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Diane, what did Diane think they tried? $400.
Yeah, about 400.
How long did he say it would take to get the bed in? Do you know?
Uh,
6 weeks?
Yeah, he said 4 to 6 weeks on the bed.
What about the truck?
And the
Where's
truck
the truck?
chassis was 8 to 10 weeks out, so.
From what, but
I'm figuring the 1st of December.
So are we
For the
holding it
chassis.
up if we don't make a decision on which bed?
Probably not.
Okay.
we can wait till the
We can wait till
21st.
the
I
next
think,
meeting?
yeah, because we got 2 meetings this month, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think next.
Okay.
So I'll push Brad.
He promised he'd have it tomorrow and he'd let us know,
Okay.
so we could go from there.
Just tell me I haven't made a decision yet.
Okay.
Always put quality on the back burner.
Speed down.
Okay, on the 1994 Chevy Township truck, we need to decide what we're gonna do with it.
I think we should try to fix it.
I did call Edinburgh auction twice,
Mhm.
talked to his daughter, the owner's daughter. And she, basically, I ran by what we talked about as far as not fixing it versus fixing it. And she said that her opinion was just to bring it up broke. She said, but she'll have her dad call me and give me price ideas. And then I called him back about a week later and she said, well, I'll make sure he calls you this time, and I still haven't heard that. But I also talked to a few other people and they all basically
I went
said that
online
would
and
be-
looked and found the truck that's actually identical to our truck in about the same condition, and the bid price on that was $1,500. So, I made a couple phone calls and talked to actually a person that's a car dealer that goes to the auctions. And he said that it would be his recommendation for us not to fix it, because somebody that's gonna buy it is gonna buy it to tinker with it and have access and availability to be able to do what it needs to be doing at a cheaper price. So he said that it would just be swapping money, so he advised that we didn't fix it as well. The question that I have is if we take it there, and we have time, because the next auction would be November 16th. So that would give us plenty of time to advertise, get it in there. Will we take the plow and the spreader with it? Because he recommended just throwing the plow in the back, because he said you're gonna get more money just taking it
Yeah,
with
I'd
it.
take
yeah, it's, the plow's pretty shot.
But-
And we really don't have, I mean, we won't, the new truck, it won't match up for
Right.
that as like a spare or anything, so.
So what about the spreader?
It's, I don't even think we have the spreader anymore.
Since last winter? We haven't
That
had it for a
spreader's been
while.
going for a while.
Has it? Okay.
I haven't tripped over anywhere that Dick hit it, so.
Okay. I didn't know if we had used that to spread
No.
salt for a while yet, if it'd been a
No,
while,
we haven't put
okay.
any salt in
So
it.
there is no spreader, it's just the
Just the
plow?
plow.
Okay, but he's, the guy that I talked to said, you know what, your best bet would be just throw the plow in the back of the truck, get it down there, and take your chances and see. I sent them an email to ask them what the percentage was. Does anyone remember what the percentage was last time? I think it was.
Why am I thinking 7?
Was it 7? I was thinking 10, but it was maybe it was 7, 8. Somewhere in the middle. So we're looking at losing on the high side 10% if we take it or whatever, but at this point,
Advertised it twice, but didn't know.
yeah. So, okay, so we need to make a motion to put it in the auction.
I'll make that motion, to put it in the auction.
I'll second her motion, put it in the auction.
And I'll vote yes, I'm putting it in the auction.
I think I made that
And
motion.
I'll work on getting it cleaned out and Berlin Township off the side.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was
The
gonna
Frito
say.
bags too.
No, those
I
are
think I
bags.
left some Frito bags in there, we're gonna co-op them.
What about is there any like radio equipment or anything
No.
like that in there?
Nothing left, no.
Okay.
We didn't allow Mr. Marshall to have a
the ra-
radio.
The fire radio is the old bandwidths,
Mm-hmm.
the old style, so it's
No good.
Well,
really no
you
good
know more
value.
about that than
Yeah.
I do. Okay. And you think the auction is November 21st?
No, November
16th.
16th.
Oh.
I went on their website and looked, so that's when it is.
Oh. Sorry.
See how the
it's
screen
right
added up
there.
for you?
It's right there on my
That's
paper.
okay. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
so that's a done deal. Okay.
You want me to call American and just have them flatbed it up there?
You can't get it up there?
I it'd be a flipper for one, I got a 50-50 shot at getting it all the way up there. So,
It doesn't run at all?
well, it just stops all of a sudden.
Go
I
slow.
mean, I got down the strap and back. I mean, I could go for it. I can go for it, and if I get stopped, I'll call Sonny and he can come take me the rest of the way.
How bad was it when you parked it?
I pushed it the rest of the way in the garage.
If you pushed it, then that's
And when it
not,
gets hot, I don't want to go anywhere.
no.
Edinburgh's just a little, I mean, Stratton's is worth a shot because I can call someone and chain me the rest of the way down, but
Yeah.
Edinburgh's a little far to
Yeah,
do it tough.
yeah, no.
And I think that might be too heavy for Kenny's trailer.
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't haul it on my trailer.
Yeah, I guess at this
Yeah.
point, we need to just, so you're just gonna call
Total
American then?
losses.
I'll buy him a coffee in the morning so he can do a charity case.
And tell them we're not getting any interest on it.
Less than one
Sob
100.
story.
Yeah. Property at 14515 Akron Canfield Road. Thank you, fire department. Couple days, yes. Sandy's
Bravo,
throwing a
bravo.
party, she's so happy. I was surprised a couple days later that baby was still smoking. I did have a concern, however, about the perimeter. Did you throw some tape up there? I did not go by today.
No,
No.
I was concerned, I didn't wanna go up there as a township employee and do it, because then we set precedence of the township guy. So I figured I had the fire department go up and do it today for
Yeah,
training.
that's not our
He
responsibility.
doesn't
And
wanna
then
do
Rick
it.
didn't wanna do it, so if you guys still want me to do it, I'll take care of it tomorrow. I just didn't wanna
I would
set
feel better.
precedence of township going around and putting tape around everybody's holes.
Well, the fact that
Yeah.
the fire department burned it down and the fact that it's just a hole there and the weeds are gonna grow up and if somebody steps in it or hunting or whatever, the fact that we were the
They're
last ones there.
trespassing.
Well, I understand that, Rick, but you know what? I would just feel better for right now until the property owner comes to do something to backfill.
Well, I did call him,
Mhm.
and he didn't sound like he was in a hurry, just acknowledged that he knew it was down. And we talked about sending a letter, just so we had it in writing to him, right?
Is there a requirement on making them backfill?
No,
No.
look at Ellsworth Road, that house has been down quite a while.
So I'm saying, if you put tape up and then you set precedents by doing stuff.
I just think it's a safety issue. That's my only concern.
Yeah, but
You
the
got a lot of them out there in the
The
township.
house was a
For all that
safety
matters.
issue
Do we
when
take
it was up.
liability then by doing that, by taping it?
Okay,
I'm asking.
I don't know.
say that
Do we
again.
then take liability because we taped it off?
When Kevin was saying that, he made a little sense.
I mean, I didn't
A
think-
little sense.
That's the only reason, I thought for sure, I
It
didn't
might-
realize Rick had a issue with it until I said something to him today. I was like, oh, I didn't think about it that way either. I was just thinking I didn't wanna do it in a township truck, 'cause- but I don't have any problem doing it if you guys, I was just
Yeah,
I figured they'd do it this afternoon and it
thinking
wouldn't be a
outside the
big,
box,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't think it'll hurt to put the tape up, but I mean, just,
Do you usually, when a house burns,
The only time I put tape up if it needs investigated and I don't want anybody crossing that line, that's the only time I put tape up.
And it's not a safety as much as it's just to get
Yeah.
out, it's fire, or police.
It's a crime scene.
well, I think what Jody's saying, she wants it to be visible, but don't walk off the side of a cliff.
Yeah.
the cliff?
I'll do it quick for you, Cal, tomorrow. I'll do it in the morning.
Well, you bring up some really interesting
Yeah.
points.
Should we or shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, should we go take that White House off down there? It's got bricks up on the roof ready to fall on.
I mean, that's true, you're getting in, maybe we are getting into something we shouldn't be.
What about a concerned
Involving-
citizen could just do it without anybody's approval? As I have
You'd
roll
be
caution say.
You'd be
trespassing.
Trespassing. Even though someone owns the property and lives there?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I don't think it's
Why don't we just
responsible.
send it in? Just,
Well,
and
that-
then have
that
it in
what,
writing. We proved that we had notified him.
we just notified it was
That it's
good.
down,
That
and
it's
there's a
down.
hole.
And Kane just send them a letter that it's
Just
down
let
and
him
there's a
know.
hole and,
And let him put the
That
ball in
way
his
it's off
court.
of all-
And then it's his
It's,
responsibility.
it's, the ball's in his court
Yeah.
then.
There's a roll of tape underneath the white rock. and- Okay.
Would that work?
Yeah, I think so. I think that,
that's fine. So you guys want to skip the tape then?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and then leave it to the property owner's responsibility.
I'm just thinking, if we go and tape it off.
No, I know, I understand what you're
And somebody
saying.
falls in, and then somebody says, we didn't tape
Well,
it
you
off
didn't
good.
tape- you should
didn't
put
do a
two
good-
strands
yeah,
up
you didn't do a
instead
good
of
enough.
one.
That just
Good
hit
to
me.
talk about these things.
Right.
Yeah, we need everybody's
Yeah.
input.
You never know what.
Even mine once in a while.
But then, yeah, just once in
Shocked
a
me.
while, I know. But then, back to what, what I was thinking before was if you don't tape it off and somebody's there trespassing and falls in, it's like, well, the fire department was just there burning it down, shouldn't they have done it? That was my thinking. Thinking you were the last ones there, made it like it was, so that's where I was coming from.
Well, number one, the heat, you would never taped it because of the heat. It stayed there for several days, probably five days anyhow. 'Cause that
I
sandstone
think the,
basement would have melted it.
until
Okay.
we burn it down.
Okay, we'll do
Do you have a address for him, for Joe?
No.
There's upstairs.
Well,
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I know I have his phone number, but I didn't.
I have to
an
look in the
address.
concerns or something. When we wrote the original letter years ago, when the whole
There.
thing started, that's.
Oh,
Years
that's-
ago.
I didn't mean it like that.
I do have it if you don't have it,
Okay.
because I had to have it for the permit.
Oh, out here,
for the
not
EPA.
where he lives in Akron.
I think I had that on there. so.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we have it upstairs. I was just saying that don't look for it in last
Okay.
year's pile. It's like in there.
Okay.
Okay. Next thing, LTAP workshop scheduled October 17th. Snow and ice control, New Philadelphia. You're all signed up and ready to go. Okay. Let's get the next one. Maintenance requests. Kevin went and got an estimate for the mausoleum gates to have sandblasted and painted. $740 total. It's $185 per gate. It's
What?
Company.
Oh.
There's 4 gates.
Yeah, there's
Oh, 740 total.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
$185 a day.
Yeah. And then we're it's on Western Reserve Road.
Yeah, Elite Iron Works. They specialize in wrought iron and stuff like that. And that 185, that's sandblasted, cleaned up, repaired, and then powder coated. So it'd be a baked on powder coat. I figured that the best. He actually has to sub out the sandblasting because those are too big for his booth. Also, that was the reason E&L didn't want to do them. It's just too much, and a couple other people I talked to, the wrought iron stuff isn't fun to sandblast because you're each, 4 stripes. So like $120 at 185 is actual sandblasting per bit.
Mhm.
So that's where the big cost is.
The painting is
Yeah,
not
the powder
the main
coats,
issue.
nothing. But I actually, and that's me taking them down and taking them to them. So there might be a little bit more cost. I looked at taking them down the other day, messed with some of the bolts. They're old. It looks like my best bet is to cut the one hinge pin and then have them rebuild us 4 new hinge pins, which are just steel rods, which is just like all thread. And then he can powder coat them once he rebuilds them, and then we'll put new bolts on them.
Okay.
All that'll be left on the building is the 2 black straps of wrought iron. I tried to unbolt them, but they seemed like the bolts were gonna break, and I didn't wanna break the bolts off inside the building, so.
I guess at this point, what I wanted to ask you guys is, he did the research and got all the information for this, but I don't think there's anything we have to do right this second. Maybe like after we get the cemetery situation all taken
Yes.
care of, maybe we can just wait and maybe later on.
Like another week or so.
And maybe
No, just
early
say- I mean,
early spring,
The guy
winter.
said he can take them in anytime, it's,
We've got this money coming.
Yeah, like winter time, maybe like late winter, get the
Yeah.
doors off and get it started then. Because we normally lock it up for the winter, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's not a big deal.
Okay, so then we can actually but thank
Just
you for
whenever,
getting those
yeah.
prices and stuff.
And the guy said,
He's
yeah,
not going
kinda
anywhere.
hard. He's kinda hard to get, guy to get a hold of, but he just told me to leave a message on his phone.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I said, we'll just table
He's
that for
not
right now,
planning
but at
on
least we're all
moving or
prepared, ready to
I
go
hope
when it
not,
comes
because
time,
I thought that was a
so.
pretty good price for powder coating and
Yeah.
messing with them gates.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of paint on them things. Are those original gates?
I have no.
Sandy?
I don't think it is.
What is that, 1939?
People wonder why she wants to leave us, that's why.
This is why
Or
I'm retired.
28, I mean. I think in 1928 they put out that.
Let's see, you expect me to know?
Well, ask Jim when you get home.
I don't think we ever bought any new gates
I
for
don't think
there.
so.
It looks like they're
Not
original.
my
I mean, it's all square bolts and square
Count the
nuts.
coats of paint, that should tell you how many years it is
Yeah.
old.
We'll ask them when they're sandblasting. How many rings did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, like on a tree.
Okay, Dominion East Ohio supplier for Ohio Natural Gas. We're doing $4.57 per MCF for 6 months fixed for all 3 accounts. And what I'd like to ask you guys now is, once that is up, would it be okay if we went ahead and made a motion to make that discretionary when the time calls for it, to make arrangements to
Change as
change,
needed.
because sometimes it's by the end of the month, we have a meeting the next time, and it's, you can't get in on that price.
I'll make a motion.
Yes, I second that, and you're pretty good about keeping up on that, so.
And actually, at this point right now, we're saving $1 per MCF over what we were last year over the winter months, so we're saving some money. So that's good.
That's good, because we're not getting any interest.
Are we getting any interest?
No interest, no interest. The fence on the West Cemetery on September 28th, the youth group did Servant Saturday from the Berlin Methodist Church as a community service project, and they come out and wash the gate, or wash the fence on the west side, and did a nice job, and it was a big help, big job.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually a good idea.
They were all
Might be
excited.
an annual thing.
Yeah, they were all excited till I told them that we had a pump well and they didn't have access to a hose.
They're gonna do it again.
So,
I mean.
What a nice they were looking for something to do,
Yeah.
and I saw
And-
marked down at the restaurant, he's like, anything, and then I talked to you, and it's like, what about the
It's
fence?
a big enough project that you can get as many kids as you want onto it, and
They wanted to come and wash windows, but that was gonna be an issue being in, because they couldn't wash the outside because they couldn't reach, and they weren't gonna do ladders or anything, so I thought the fence was a great idea, so, very good, thank you. Thank you to the fire department for the chicken barbecue, it was delicious. The night of the barbecue was delicious the week after when I had it, and any one of the week after that when I had some more. It was delicious then too.
rainy days.
Yes. There's going to be a flu clinic here on Thursday, October 24th from 9 to 11 at the Weidemeyer House here. And Halloween is going to be October 31st from 5 to 7 with the fire department party to follow. And that is all I have, except for one thing I want to ask. We have another meeting beforehand, but has Board of Elections contacted you at all? They have about?
Yeah, she talked to me, or actually just played voicemail tag,
Okay.
but I told her just call and let me know when she needs to get in, no big deal.
Okay, okay, that's the only, I just wanted, we hadn't received anything by mail, and that's why I wanted to make sure that they had everything set up, remembering that it was no longer at the school.
Did you guys ever receive payment for the last one we did?
Oh, no.
No, we were not gonna get payment, because government entities do not get payment. We could have, because they drew us up a contract,
Mhm.
we could have enforced it and made them pay us,
Mhm.
but it would, just would have caused issues, it was a mistake. They weren't supposed to offer us money in the first place. So, sorry, school didn't get money either.
That's why I just,
Okay.
I was told we were and then.
Right,
I
Yeah,
didn't
we-
hear
and they
nothing.
sent us the thing, and we were, and I called, and I
That's fine.
asked, and they checked into it and said,
Yeah.
you can get it if you pursue it, but you weren't, it was a
I'm not
mistake,
worried
so, well,
I just wanted you to know that we didn't receive.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Also on that, on the election, can I get, I didn't get a price on them, I forgot to call, but I'd like to get a couple handicap signs and make some
Oh, yeah,
portable
we talked
posts.
about that before.
Put some portable posts like on the backside of the fire station, so that older people and handicapped can pull up on that cement pad.
Oh,
We
and
did
walk
talk
in.
about that after the last
Yeah.
election, didn't we?
I think they're like $25 a piece, just a small handicap parking signs, and I'll make.
So will you put them on a post and put them in like a little concrete thing that you can move
Yeah, move
around?
around, or, well,
Okay.
actually, I was just gonna put them on the barricades, sawhorses that we just got, just put them on there,
What a thinker.
on the front.
I'm
That
telling
way
you.
it's distracting.
Worth every penny.
Yeah,
So I figured 5, we can do the back and then the corner, and that opens up people.
fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Make that motion if you need a motion.
I'll second.
I'll order them from municipal signs.
I just want to get my name in the minutes as many times as I can.
Who did that?
I did.
I made the motion.
Yeah,
Portable.
I'm just gonna have to go out and see where I'm allowed to stand from the things.
I'm putting the flags way in the back.
No, I'm gonna go, I don't, yeah, I'll be on the baseball
You
field.
and Scotty will be back at the baseball field.
Right by the lawns.
I had to call, is it so many feet away from the actual poles, or so many feet away from the entry door?
I thought it was the entry
Entry
door.
door.
Entry door,
I was
okay.
told to put them, I forget what it was. last
25
year, but
feet or
From the entry, the main
I
entry
forget.
door.
I thought it was 50, I'll have to look. I'll have
Oh,
to look.
my.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was looking out there
Well, we
going,
had to
well, if
stand
it
on
rains, I'm a
the
trustee,
far
so that means
side
I
of
can
the
stand underneath the
building at the school.
recycling barn.
Yeah, the school, you're in the parking lot.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, you had to
At the
stand in the
corner.
parking lot at school. 'Cause when we
Yeah.
put the
Actually,
levee
we,
on-
last year I
remember
just
that
put them I put them at the 2 corners of the cement pad.
So what
That way
way,
you're on the blacktop, but you can't be on the,
right, but
perimeters
everybody,
can't be on the cement pad.
but the doors You had them coming in from the back door, right?
Back door was the only entrance, yeah, because they only use the back section of the fire station.
I don't know, did they say what kind, are they doing like they did last year where they just had the electronic counter but the paper ballots?
No,
They didn't
yeah.
say? That went
Your guess
actually,
is as good as mine.
well, they had the little couple tables in the front and then everybody was going down the sidelines and zipping right through, so everybody was told they didn't have to wait. So it actually worked out really well. Okay, that's all I have. Jason?
Happy to be here.
Sandy?
I have nothing new to report.
Happier to be here. Happier. Okay.
Happiest.
Chief Pebble.
A couple things. I need to purchase a couple fittings for the fire trucks and some foam. I need to get, one of the reasons is because Ellsworth changed their fittings on their dry hydrants because of ISO. So I need to order,
They're not standard?
No.
no.
No, isn't that lovely?
There's 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6.
Yeah.
And
And
more
when we
storage,
do our
storage.
ISO changes, we're gonna have to make some changes too, so. But anyhow, I need to order 2 of those.
Two
And-
fittings?
Yeah, 2 fittings for that. I need a 4-inch to 6-inch female storage for engine 37.
A what?
Adapter.
and
Adapter?
Yeah, 4-inch to 6-inch adapter. I need a gated Y. We're gonna put on the back of 37.
Is that G-A-T-E-D or G-A-I-T-E-D or what?
What's another word
What? Gated?
for whatever he wants?
What did you just say?
Gated Y. Gated.
Gated
And
Y.
then,
W-Y-E.
yeah.
W-Y-E?
Yeah.
Y.
OMG.
Or parentheses Y and then.
Right.
My spell check is gonna go crazy with that
Okay,
one, I know.
so are those the fittings or is that something,
That's the fitting.
that's the fittings that you
Yeah.
need, okay?
Oh,
These are all
Yeah.
fitting.
Those are all
Okay.
fittings. And 15 gallon of foam.
so you need 2 fittings and 15 gallons of foam.
No, I need 1, 2, 3. Let's put it this way, I'm gonna order all this stuff through Warren Fire. It's gonna come to about $4,128.
Really?
The
Yes.
gated Ys.
The gated Y is
What's a
$2,033.
gated Y?
A plastic,
Picture of it.
No, it's in the middle.
it's metal?
It's big stuff. It's
It's a
big, bit large
it's a valve.
diameter. It's also, it's 4-inch stuff, so it's big and it's all scale.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
basically
that's the
1 to
adapter that
2.
goes on the truck.
Right.
So you can tie in several.
I was
hoses.
thinking on the dry hydrant, I'm going.
No, those are the two.
Okay.
These are all to the truck, so everything adapts to different hydrants.
oh, it does look like a
And this is-
Y. Oh,
Yeah.
be darn.
I'll be darned.
And that allows you to tie in several trucks to one line.
Is that what the 2 openings
Yeah,
are
that's
for?
what the two
Oh,
of them.
so I got that.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I got that.
You don't get 680 relief.
So you need 2 of them, Rick?
Just one.
No, just one of
I'm
those.
just stretching.
Okay, so what's $4,000? Oh, you're saying cumulatively it's gonna be about 4,000? With the
Yes.
fittings and everything?
Go show 'em
Fittings,
what
foam, $4,128.
I lost that.
Yes, sounds good to me.
Warren
Fittings
Fire,
and foam, 4,000.
$128.
Okay,
Okay.
that
Oh,
works.
pass this on down to Sam.
She doesn't need to see, she's leaving.
She cares not.
Does someone want to
I
make a
prayed my
motion
neck.
for that?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
And I'll vote yes.
I gotta give this one to him because I'll never figure this one out.
He's mumbling about us under his breath.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
well,
That's for a new texting system. It's called Active 911. And what it does is it goes to the new CAD system.
is that the new updated paging system that we just got the bill for today?
Well, yeah, that's for the paging system.
Okay.
That will feed that system. It makes it much more quicker. It also gives you a detailed GPS on mapping. You can also show that you're en route and responding. I can track anybody.
It's an app for your phone.
Yeah,
What if I don't have a phone with apps?
And you don't put your number on it, you pay per the phone.
yeah. It only costs $10 per phone per year.
To get regular text messages? Or,
No,
To this service,
To get
this
the,
actual 911 service.
He gives you a full detail.
You'll still
of
get
the
your
call,
pages.
Plus
Those are-
mapping to that call.
Yeah.
oh, so if that's
It's a
when I
CAD
wouldn't,
system
I
to your
wouldn't really
phone.
need it.
no.
Yeah, it's a CAD system to your phone is basically what it is.
Yeah.
All
It's
that
nice getting the
information
text
that-
messages though, because it just kind of keeps you abreast of what's going on.
Right.
You still get that because you still have, that's what the other
Yeah.
service is as well. For the
Right.
people that don't have this.
Okay, okay.
Right.
So
But
it's a new texting system to feed the new paging system. Is that,
Basically,
is that,
That's
Oh,
accurate.
that's excellent. Oh.
Stick it now, eh?
She's doing shots of brandy over here.
Because I wish you pulled the bar right there.
It's like,
One of the real nice things.
Yeah.
Always more fun than us, come on.
we don't know what's in that jug over there.
The nicest feature about it is if you go to mutual aid, like somewhere in Damascus or over in Deerfield that you've never been to before and you don't have a clue where it's at, we're always, going to our smartphones and trying to navigate our way there because you don't know how to get there. So that spells that all out for it, maps it. I mean, it just puts it right there and it takes you turn to turn. And for $10 per cell per
So
year,
it would be $10 for each one of the guys' cells.
For the
Yeah.
fire department.
Now, where does that get billed through?
active 911, they'll bill it to the fire department.
Okay, this is not like another Verizon and
No,
all that stuff that I'm gonna lose
no.
track of.
No, and what you do is they set up a number that goes to dispatch so that when it's dispatched, it automatically sends it. Okay, it goes right into the CAD system.
So that would only be for the fire department telephones then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, each firefighter's cell phone.
right.
And they're all good with that, the fact that we don't have business phones? Because we don't want to get involved in it, because everybody has their own phone. They're okay with just running it through to their own
Yeah.
phone.
To each
Yeah,
individual.
I never thought about that too. It probably wouldn't hurt. We could stick it on the one in the squad also. Only $10.
But I think what Jody was meaning is that they're okay with
Oh,
hooking it
with
up
it
to
coming into their
individual
phone?
phones.
Yes.
We don't have, it doesn't have to be a business
No,
phone.
right,
Okay.
right, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, this is, what, they use it in Deerfield. They've had it over there for almost a year now.
Now, the CAD system's in Sebring.
Yes,
$10 per year per volunteer.
You can also use it for dumb phone users too.
For what?
For dumb phones also.
yeah,
It's like her phone's a dumb phone?
yeah.
No, he just said dumb phone users, is exactly what he said.
When she cranks her phone, get it working.
Then when I put the hole in the bottom of my Dixie cup.
Mabel, get me down.
Hey, that worked for them, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so you need a motion on this?
And when would it start? It's
What's
already,
that?
when would it start? I mean, we're
Whenever,
already,
we're doing a free trial on it right now.
okay,
If individual pay, it's $12 per year. If department's purchasing bulk, it's $10.
Oh, so you're purchasing in bulk.
so you're purchasing it for their phone, so it's not a cost to them, it's gonna be a
Right.
cost to the fire department.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so how long's the trial period?
30 days.
Actually, it's until we decide.
Free and unlimited.
Yeah, until we decide. But there's only 4 people that can
Yeah,
have.
5 phones.
That's the trial.
Oh, okay.
So we could never decide, then it would be free forever, but only be for
For
the
the
5
4
people.
people.
Okay, not so good, not so good.
I make that motion.
Oh, I will second that motion.
And I'll vote yes, but you're saying it's still to the text messages, still gonna come to the other
Oh,
phones
yeah,
then too?
yeah. Mhm.
And it's gonna be a separate bill from Sebring for this service?
No, this is
No,
probably
this
billed
will
from.
from active 911.
Okay.
Just billed directly to us.
The one time, the $10 per year per phone will come from them, that'll be a one-time,
Yeah,
Okay.
1 year payment.
okay. And then this falls in with the billing that we got for the other.
Yeah,
Is that-
this is for the new software.
Okay, is that an annual fee?
No, that's a
No,
one-time
that's
fee.
just-
Quarter, that's a one-time fee.
That's a one-time fee.
Yeah.
They just had to purchase new
That's
software.
the,
Yeah.
okay, so what about the actual, is there gonna be like a usage fee
Should be just what we're paying.
Just
Yes,
the
that's what we're
$10.
paying right now.
in the dispatch? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know if
Yeah,
that was
that's
gonna be
all
over and
included in
above,
the
okay.
dispatch. Yeah, their CAD system, their old CAD system couldn't keep up with it. You might get a page, the other day when we had to call, 6 hours later, I got the page on my phone. It's like,
I got like two of them at the same time.
yeah, and it's like,
So
and that's
this,
the old system.
so this new software is to take care of
Yeah,
that,
it'll take care of all that.
and then it works with this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Other than that, that's all I have.
Road Department, Mr. Windham.
Oh, just did my road checks. Everything looks pretty good along the roads. Did pick up some, what was it, 15 tires on Leffingwell today.
Is that how many was on there?
Yeah. Yeah, I got that, I think I got them all. I haven't drove over to Ellsworth to get rid of them yet, but.
We're supposed to say this. That was
Get that
LOLJK. Just kidding. Not Jody Kale.
I'll get them stocked away for next year's tire. But I did get them picked up,
I only saw 6. I didn't realize, I mean, we'd still had to pick them up at 15, huh?
yeah. And then I also did sign inventory today, got that done. There was one damaged sign up on Mill Road, one of the turn arrow signs. I did have extras down here. I'll get that arrow back up sometime this week.
Leffingwell Road Extension. Leffingwell Road Extension, no, Heiser Road Extension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No outlet sign, is that gone? I see,
Still there, they have a homemade one there.
okay, I
too.
saw the
That's been
homemade
there
one.
for a while.
Okay, well, that drew my attention when I was putting my signs out, that,
Huh.
and I just wondered if the other
And
sign
ours
was
is
there, I
on the
didn't
right
even know.
side of the road.
Okay, that's why I didn't see it, okay.
So, it's there. But just one arrow sign, if somebody missed a turn, took it out, so I'll get that put back up. The big arrow is still there, these are just the little chevrons, so I didn't feel it was
Well,
urgent.
that's pretty good.
I also filled potholes last week, very few, most of the roads were really good. Leffingwell Extension was probably the worst one. Used about 6 or 7 bags down there, but it's actually holding up pretty well.
Good.
I got the oil changed in the truck and the tractor, filters, hydraulic filters, all that good stuff today while it was raining. I got the burial located for October 26th. Got it marked out, ready to go there. Shouldn't have any issues with that. I did overseed, last week overseeded the ball fields and fertilized them today. All the seed and fertilizer was donated, but I put it on. Conquil donated seed and Chris Pater donated the fertilizer.
What did you seed?
The infield areas that we redid last year, just overseeded them,
Oh,
because they're
okay.
starting to come up, but real patchy, so just overseeded. Picked up a few roadkills over the last couple weeks. And all last week, we helped Ellsworth with their crack filling, got it all completed. They did purchase some crack filling off of us, because they didn't purchase enough for their 2 miles of road. And so, and I believe Dolly sent that bill for that, it was 1,700
Yeah.
pounds of crack fill.
Yeah.
And weather holds up, which it looks good this week, we should get our roads done this week. Got basically Berlin Station and Mill Road to do. May do a little bit of Weaver Road, depending on the weather and, time allowance. But,
A little bit of Weaver?
yeah, this end of Weaver Road, just them lateral cracks, I might just fill them in one more time. I don't know where they go. I think it's just an empty pit.
I know.
Uh,
Well, you should have seen that road before it was paved.
Oh, yeah. Well, Leffingwell Extension, I know money's tight, but next year should at least consider something to it. Even if it's just sealed and chipped. It's getting to the point where it's gonna start, a lot of gatoring and stuff is getting bad.
Didn't we think chip and seal was about the same as blacktop?
Mm-hmm. I think we talked about it and it ended up
Price-wise.
being about the same.
Yes, Jason?
I'm trying to think, I just did a job in Green, and I'm trying to think of the price, I'll find out what the price was with the bid.
I thought you were the one that told
I
us.
chip and seal was a little bit cheaper, but, because I know when they compared it up,
Like, yeah,
Milton Township got some price comparison, and they were gonna put, that new Seal Master topping on top of the seal, the crack seal, or the seal and chip, and that actually brought it up to the same price as the asphalt. So they were saying, same thing, it's like, what's the point once you asphalt it?
and the polymers have come down in price.
Mm.
The CS2P, or whatever they use in the chip and seal, so I don't know.
Why can't we just give you some cold patch and some stones and a roller?
The grader.
Well, a lot of townships are going back to the roads. But just something
Okay.
put on the back burner for next year if possible, or at least within the next 2 years.
Unfortunately, we have no money to do
Yeah,
something
well, I
like that,
understand
but if
yeah.
we,
But,
Leffingwell Road Extension, right?
yeah, that's, compared to roads, that road's in, our local roads and other roads in the area, that road's actually in pretty good shape, but as far as compared to our roads, that's our worst road we have, so.
Is it better than 534?
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't want to,
Is it worse than
name any
Wheeler?
roads, I didn't want to bury people on
Wheeler's our
film.
next worst road.
Well, now, there won't be a program next year, will there, with Crumb Rubber?
we don't have the match money now anyway.
No.
Well, that's
There's none of that left
We're,
anymore.
And-
we're floating.
Yeah.
I mean, we're paying our bills,
Yeah,
but there's not a lot
we're-
left over to save
Yeah.
towards
Yeah.
doing anything.
And I don't think, well, I know, we're not gonna get any more grants from Green Team.
That's what I'm
That's
saying
done.
with the crack.
Everything's done.
In the States.
Yeah.
Cutting off too, so.
Yeah. You either got it or you don't got it, and we don't got
And
it.
then I also went around and looked at 6 different waterways in our township, on our township roads, that could be very beneficial to us if we opened them up.
On private property?
On private property. So I made a phone call to Soil and Water today, and he didn't get back with me. So hopefully he calls me back sometime this week, and I'll sit down with him and go over options that we have.
Sean McGuire.
Sean,
You say 6?
6, yeah, there's,
Okay.
there are a problem area on Shenandoah that, or that
Yeah.
waterway there. There's 2 on Hoyle Road, 2 on Leffingwell, and 1 on Heiser. The rest of the waterways look pretty good and seem to be keeping themselves open, but those are the ones that I felt that, just
2 on Hoyle, 2 on Heiser, 1 on Leffingwell,
2 on Leffingwell
2 on Leffingwell. I thought you said there's 1 on Shenandoah too.
and 1 on Shenandoah,
Okay.
6. So Shenandoah, 2 on Hoyle, 2 on Leffingwell, and 1 on Heiser.
1 on Heiser.
Lead me astray, Jody.
6.
Switched it up.
3 on Shenandoah, 1 on Hoyle.
It really was 7, he's just changing it now.
That's all I have.
Okay. So would you say waterway issues like extensive or just a little bit of something that can free up a lot of
If-
problems?
Yeah, if there's no direct ditching away from our roads. A lot of them, they'll go into a swamp area or
And
a
just-
lowland and just kind of scatter
Bulk.
and it builds up against our road until it weeps off. If we could open up 300 or 400 feet off of our roads and get it to a creek or whatever, it'd help our ditching problems and our roadways a lot.
Okay.
But I know that's always been an issue, going on private property and
Right.
selectively picking who we're gonna do, but I figured I'd run it by soil and water and see what they have
Well,
to say. And
that's what they're there for. It's just,
Yeah.
and hopefully they're
yeah,
gonna
they
respond.
might help out or give us a.
Years ago, the engineer's office did that.
Mm-hmm. And they,
They
they're
haven't
not
for a
allowed
long
to.
time.
Yeah, I know we framed. I remember the one time we went on to Shenandoah and opened that up.
Mhm.
All the crap that started.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it? Okay. Mr. Schick, anything? Anything to report?
No.
No? Bring us candy?
Hmm?
Did you bring us some candy?
No.
That's only me.
No!
That's only me.
That's only you. Okay, that private thing there. Scott, anything?
Just a couple of things maybe. The numbers I heard from Shell are a lot different from the last meeting. You guys obviously had a special meeting, that was something you guys worked on. Did that cover everything that was
The
the
valuation,
issue?
they actually asked for a smaller right of way,
Oh.
and they gave us the valuation that we asked for the grade values. So everything worked out great. Thanks, guys.
Be careful.
Be careful.
The big project with the electric company, the substation,
Mm-hmm.
did they go through that same scenario kind of Shell did, or did they not ever come to meetings, or
You
They
mean
didn't
Sunoco?
involve our property.
the
No,
Edison?
no, that's, they bought that property,
It's all
that's their
private
property.
situation.
Mhm. They're building a substation there.
I just wondered because I've seen how Shell obviously
Yeah.
was so inclined to be at their meetings and get it all approved and. you
Well,
know,
that was
all
at a,
stuff.
that was at a, on a right of way on Berlin Township property.
This has
And this is nothing touching the
That's-
property.
quite a, it looks like quite a big
Project. yeah.
situation there.
Well, I don't know how much big it's gonna actually be. Actually, First Energy did come to a couple meetings, let us know what was going on in the meantime. Dave Turner was coming to the meetings, and it's gonna actually go to the one on 45, the substation on 45.
Yeah, I'm just saying the construction projects seem to grow quite vast quick. I mean,
Right.
obviously when they're done, probably it's gonna be almost nothing. but
Yeah.
It's just, hands and bulldozers and, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you should have been here, yeah, they had to wait for a bat.
A
They-
bat.
Yes, that's
An
held
actual-
up, the actual little
Bat.
bat.
The Indiana bat.
Yeah, indigenous bat.
It's an Indiana bat.
It's an
So in
indigenous
other
bat.
words, no chewing allowed.
But anyway, yeah, they came in, they had to have everything down like by, I forget what, March 31st or April 1st or something. And then they were done, they couldn't do anything till the fall. And that's when they said they were gonna come in.
Yeah, a friend of mine down in Columbia had to have these bat studies done in their woods. I'm not sure what it's all entailed, but something about bats. That's all.
That's it?
all I have.
Okay.
Public public representative here.
There you go.
I don't know what everybody else is.
Okay, we're gonna sign some stuff here.
Mr. Schick,
Okay.
has there been any break-ins, as many break-ins lately?
heard.
Nothing? Good. Maybe it's
I
quiet.
talked to one of the
That's good
deputy
news.
sheriffs and he said that it's slowing down.
That's good.
Okay, you guys are gonna have to squeeze in
Tell your wife I
here.
said hello.
Okay, she's
Emma
gone
gave us
visiting her
two.
sister.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Okay, we'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See, now did that come over your phone?
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I don't get them either.
Oh,
I do, and I haven't got, the only thing I didn't get anymore is, the diversions.
oh, those darn things. Those are.
Is it the one from, is that the one from, yeah, but which, it's St. E's on most of them. Is it, isn't there two? Is it St. E's and Youngstown St. E's?
I think it's Maine.
Okay,
It's Maine.
okay, you know what, you're right, it does say Maine on it sometime.
Okay, now there's only one line here, so squish, guys,
Oh, squish.
squeeze.
Wait a minute, so where, this is you, this is me, right here.
That's you. not
That's me. Spell it.
IT.
M-E.
Oh, and then,
Okay.
Was I supposed to do an agenda for the special meeting, because I did not?
no, that's fine.
But, apparently there's gonna be issue with the future DM floors when the government's not open. Mr. Bennett has a secret solution to that crack issue I saw the other day. I don't know. He tried.
He's trying.
Trying a new solution.
Yeah.
Sandra Engel, why don't you fill all your blanks out?
Did I miss something?
Missed your title, but I'll put it in there, don't worry.
Oh.
You are terrible. See, look, we can squeeze in there when we want
Yes,
to.
you
We did, and it's
can.
almost legible.
Yes.
Okay, and without further ado, we shall have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Third. Thank you.